Yo, what's up everyone? We are back with some more Etheria Restart. Now, it's been a while since the last video, but we have a lot to talk about, okay? It started finally some gears turning, so we have to get into that conversation. But I also want to talk about some of the things that I'm doing pre-launch that I think is really going to be important for the community. Of course, I'm always open to taking you guys' feedback. If you have any to taking to the developers and just the staff, just to be able to keep that conversation going and even to start certain conversations, right? Now, of course, with that, we're going to jump right into it. Now, first and foremost, I will say, guys, just as a disclaimer, there are going to be certain things that I can answer and there's going to be things that I can't. Now, the thing is that especially with the things that I can't, a lot of it is more so that I don't have the answer to those things yet. And I'm usually inquiring just as much as you guys might be on when certain things are happening. But I think a lot of things is really, just kind of getting chucked up to when I have that information, you guys will definitely know, right? You'll be one of the first to know, okay? I promise. Now, of course, for those of you guys that are watching this video for the first time or watching any YouTube video for Etheria Restart, I'm Zoxaskun, just to kind of introduce myself. I obviously am a content creator if you're watching on YouTube, but you might also have seen me in the official Discord. I am a community manager in there. I'm really blessed to have the opportunity to be able to do some work with Etheria. I really love what they're doing and what they presented with this game, and everything and anything that I do is just to help promote the game. There's a lot of things that I'm doing just because I genuinely like the game, right? There isn't like any special tie or anything like that. Like, this is literally just because I genuinely have enjoyed the game, and I've been actually preparing and working on content for this game for almost 2 years, if not about 2 years now. So as far as dedication goes, I don't think there's really anything that can kind of question that, but nonetheless, okay, now we kind of have those formalities out of the way. I want to talk about some of the things that are currently going on. All right. Now, of course, with that, some of you guys may have not noticed the Twitter page. Finally, after 2 years, okay, we finally have some posts going. This is pretty big, right? Because now, like, again, and this is just so you guys don't think I'm, just making up a story here. If you look, November 17th, 2022 was the last post. We finally got our first post November 25th this year, right? So there wasn't really much going on the global side. It was very quiet. A lot of people actually probably either forgot about the game or didn't think that anything was going on. But I also think that because, again, I got to shout out to those that also put out content. I know I had a heavy hand in really trying to present and push, just making a thing that, hey, we're here in the global side. We are excited for this game. So really trying to make sure I was in every single beta, which I have been, streaming them, making videos. I think that they did see that there's really a high interest in the game. And that's something I think that's really exciting. So we're now starting to get some of that Western interaction. And that's something that I think is really going to breathe more life into the audience growing. More eyes are going to be on the game, which I think is really exciting as well. So yeah, there's going to be more people in the Discord, of course. But they went and they posted their first, PV that's translated fully into English since the last few posts that they made in 2022 on the official Twitter page. So definitely take the time, go and enjoy those while you have the opportunity or the time to, so you can kind of get a little bit of the information and jumping into the world of Etheria Restart, right? Now, of course, also another thing that they just posted today, keep in mind, I'm gonna have regular videos just kind of updating you guys on some news and things of that nature, and just kind of staying in contact with you guys on important things. But this is something that I feel like is fairly important, considering that, right now, joining the socials is really important. They do have a Facebook page as well, which actually, let me see if I can get this up right here. They do have a Facebook page as well. And I think that this Facebook page is specifically for the global side, right? So they have the Facebook page for the TW, which I do also still follow that as well. But this is the global, right? So this is the Western Facebook page. So definitely make sure that you guys join their socials. socials. I will have all the socials linked down below. This is definitely really, really important so that you can stay linked in on any news information that is happening. Of course, this is also another outlet. My channel is another outlet for you guys to get some firsthand information. There will be certain things that I'll be able to release, maybe even sooner than they might release on their official page. So definitely make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, okay? Now, of course, with that, there's the YouTube, there's a Discord as well. Let's go over to the YouTube channel. So they also did drop a new PV, that PV on the YouTube channel as well. So they're starting to get the gears kind of turning on the YouTube channel, which is great, right? So we're seeing a little bit more activity going on in, on the YouTube channel and just on all the social platforms, which is really good. The other thing is too, is that the Discord has been revamped. It's in the process of still being revamped, but now it's looking like, and it's feeling like more of an official Discord. We're doing some work, working on that. We're getting all the channels allocated properly. We're making sure that all the languages are being done correctly as well. So we're gonna have all different types of languages, from French to Dutch to Portuguese to English, Indonesia, Spanish. It's gonna be in there, right? So as many languages as we can possibly get. If there are some that you guys are interested in, don't be afraid to let us know. But with that being the case, again, we're starting to push forward. Now, with some of the more pressing questions that some of you guys have had, okay, what exactly is the release date looking like for the game? When is the game coming, etc. Now, I think it is important to note that in the, in Steam, the date did change, right? So it went from 2024 to 2025. I think what ended up happening was they received the feedback that they got, and I think the time window just kind of exceeded past what they may have initially planned for the release date for 2024. So that, of course, considering that they got so much feedback, there's just a lot of different things that I think that they're going to be, adding into the game. I think there's a couple of different things that's noteworthy as far as there's a lot of the changes in QOL functionalities that people emphasized and pressed for. I think they're trying to make sure that players are getting a lot of those things on release, right? So I get it. It does suck when the game is pushed back, but in my opinion, I really honestly feel like you guys are going to genuinely enjoy. I feel like we're all going to genuinely enjoy, especially being a player myself. We're going to genuinely enjoy the game a lot more if we get a lot of the set systems that I feel like it's just going to make the game more enjoyable, right? So there was all of that. I also feel like the marketing, right? So I think that that's something that is really, really important, is to have that marketing push. You kind of don't want to just release a game and you don't have enough time to market it, right? So being in the position where they're now posting on the socials, and that's why I wanted to kind of mention the socials starting to have it ramp, is because now there's going to be some funding, probably some marketing starting to happen. You might start seeing some of your favorite YouTubers. I might even do a few things, who knows, right? So that is something that's really, really important to help push the game so that more eyes are on it. People are aware that's happening. You can build up hype. You'll have more people in the Discord so that we can have an amazing release. This is also going to gateway us into pre-registration, right? So pre-registration is a thing that I think is also, something that a lot of players usually typically look forward to on releases of the game. And you want to have enough time for everybody to be able to partake in that, especially once they get the news and the information on the game, then they'll be able to actually participate in that, right? So yeah, there's a lot of different factors that are potentially a huge possibility as to, what was the exact reason, which I feel like those are all parts of, why the release date was pushed back. And it's just so that this game can have a fair chance to be successful. I really feel like those factors are huge. The way you start your game, the marketing push you do, and of course, just taking the time to really build and flesh out things so it looks more professional, so it looks more clean is really, really important, right? So we're seeing this push happen. I feel like the team is doing a very solid job. But of course, there are those things that I know a lot of players are wishing that they had more of, which is communication, right? So as far as, and I guess this kind of gets into some of the things that I'm actually trying to do in the background. So let me know if this is something that you guys really want, because I can then take this and show them, hey, this is something that a lot of individuals really, really want. So I'm actually pushing right now for there to be some conversations, especially like Q&As for launch of the game and for post launch of the game. So if that's something you guys feel like you would be really interested in or would really like to be a part of or love to see, let me know on this video, please. Okay, I would really, really appreciate that. Now, of course, with that, I think some other things that I was also looking at was maybe possibly trying to push for like a monthly, open call in the Discord. That is something that I have been seeing, work really well in a lot of different communities as of late. And I feel like it would actually work fairly well in a community such as this, with a game that's going to have a lot of emphasis on PvP. This is also an opportunity, especially for creators, not only just myself, but other creators that might come along, an opportunity to also voice their opinion. So I really am trying to push for opportunities and just the openness for not only community members but also content creators to be able to voice their opinions, so that we can push these things to the staff, to the developers, so that they know exactly what it is that players are feeling and what they want, and really ultimately what's going to give us the best player experience and hopefully make them enough money to then offer more of a better experience in the game, right? So I am, currently pushing for that. If there are some things that you guys feel like might be a potentially good idea, definitely drop them on this video, okay? That's what this video is all about, is just kind of letting you guys know, type of person I am. And of course, the information I typically bring to you guys anyway is usually just things all relevant to what the process is looking like, at least to what I can share, right? Now, of course, with that, I will say some other things that, we're really looking forward to, especially because we've seen it on the TW side, is like tournaments and things of that nature. Those are things that I think that they really are going to be trying to push. As far as the ins and outs of that, I am going to be, having more conversations with them, just trying to see how, that's going to exactly work for like the other versions. I know they were housing and having things in the TW side where people were able to actually go to a location and show up. I think that those types of things would actually be pretty cool. Like if we had something like in Europe, or something, in each location, like say one in Europe, one here, in the States, etc. Right? I think that would actually be pretty cool. So again, we're working on a lot of different things. I am going to be a part of the localization team. We're going to be working on a lot of different things. I'll probably be doing some more testing on the game at some point. So we'll see how things end up, kind of working out. But again, like I said, and I guess the final thing I'll say about the release date, I know some of you guys are asking also too. I think I did see one person ask it, as far as Q1, Q2, Q3, like when is it happening in 2025? I'm hoping that it happens sometime in Q1. There's nothing officially stated yet that it will be in Q1. And I also don't know 100% if it's going to be the beginning of Q1 or Q2. But once I have that information, I will 1,000% be sharing that with you guys. I think that, again, what I really want to be is that bridging of the gap, as far as being able to communicate and implement some of the things that the developers or really the staff wants in, the Discord, or even relaying information or news to you guys. But I also want to be, able to do that with you guys on the other end, being able to take feedback from you guys, take information from you guys, and send it back on their way, so that they can also adjust and make adjustments that really honestly are going to better the game. So yeah, guys, that's basically going to be that for this one. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I just wanted to kind of do a check-in video, so you guys actually understood, making sure you guys get on the socials, making sure you guys are here on the channel. We of course are going to be having, as far as future content, we will be having, hopefully some dev talks on the channel. Yes, there's some really big things happening, man. So there was a lot of approval stuff that I was able to get done. So yeah, we're going to be having some insane opportunities here. And I'm also looking forward to doing a lot of different collaborations. So, of course, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out on who's creating, who's doing what, and bringing them to the channel. So yeah, man, it's going to be a really exciting time. Of course, everything is just a process. So trying to enjoy the process as much as possible. I'm really, really hyped. Let me know how you guys feel. But that's going to be that with this one. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.